So this graphic here is going to give you a little bit of insight into some of the strategies that I implement on all of my listings. This is totally commonplace for me. I appreciate the fact that on the bottom of this chart, our hashes that symbolize time are not filled in. I appreciate that because every market is different, right? So I'm going to tell you in my market, we can associate about a 2-day time frame with each one of these hashes. That is still how quickly things are going. Now that we're headed into winter, we can skew that a little differently. But this is pretty much what I experience, and this is what I strive to achieve for every single seller of mine. And that is, it does involve a quick sale. Now, that could be construed through the eyes of the public as, an agent that wants to be in and out, done quick and easy, and get paid. Not true. Sure, we like that. But the fact of the matter is that if we don't strike in this zone, we are going to end up in the zones that follow. If we don't hit the blue, we're going to end up in the gray, where people are going to wonder what's wrong with this house. It still hasn't sold, it's still on market. And in my market right now, because it's still an out of balance market where there are still more buyers than there are sellers, we are seeing a whole ton of people come through that door in the first 2 days, right? So if we put 2 days on the first hash, 4 days on the second hash, that's pretty darn accurate for my market. Okay, so the first 2 days, we're seeing a bunch of showings, right? Days 3 to 4 is generally where our offers are coming in and where my sellers are making a decision and capitalizing on the urgency that exists among buyers during this optimal sales zone, where it's proven that you are going to achieve your highest sale price. So what do I want for my clients? I want them to sell for top dollar. And this is all part of that strategy. So a lot goes into it. Some people can be very nervous to price their home aggressively and attractively because of the old mentality that still creeps in. I can always negotiate down. I can't negotiate up. Well, guess what? The market right now, in my market, will still negotiate up on your behalf due to buyer competition. This is how we get the strongest terms, and this is how we get the highest sale price. Often we have so many great offers that our highest offer isn't even the offer that my sellers take. My sellers are going to end up taking the strongest offer, the offer that provides them the least amount of risk, and the one that is the most sure to get to the finish line. And there's a lot of components that go into that. There's also a lot of components that go into the pricing so that we know where our price needs to be in order to hit this target with the right timing for that maximum sale price. So again, in my market, add another few hashes into the mix. We're only 8 days on market now, and people are wondering what's wrong with the home. 12, 14, 16 days in, buyers are thinking, oh, well, they're definitely going to be flexible. They haven't sold yet, so I'm going to send them a lower offer. And I'm going to expect that these sellers are going to negotiate with me. So little one of my secrets, rule of thumb, if you've got 10 showings and no offers, we need to make some sort of adjustment. Again, that is property dependent, also dependent on the resources the client has available. Sometimes the only option is price. Sometimes we have other options, and we discuss how effective option A could be versus option B, and so on and so forth. So this is something I just wanted to put out there because I want to get rid of the misnomer that real estate agents want to sell your house quick so that their job is easy and so they can get on to the next one. Sure, that's great. We do want to sell it quick. I want to sell it quick because I know that selling it quick is going to ensure that we get you the most competition and the highest sales price.